In Belgium, it's 12 years behind bars for the head of an Islamist terror organization. The court also ruled the group Sharia for Belgium brainwashed young men to fight in Syria. The court found dozens of followers guilty despite their absence from court. CCTV's Sandra Gatman reports from Antwerp.
It was a landmark trial for Belgium. 45 members of the disbanded Sharia for Belgium extremist group formally charged with belonging to a terrorist organization. Its leader, Fouad Belkacem, handed a 12-year jail sentence for radicalizing members and recruiting fighters for Syria. But only a handful of former members appeared in court. Many were handed lesser sentences of 3 to 5 years and suspensions, like 26-year-old Michael Delafortri, who voluntarily returned from fighting in Syria and denies any wrongdoing.
It means that, 1, my client is not a loose cannon or a terrorist that can drop a bomb at any given time. He still has his place in the society. He can have a second chance and take up his life.
One father who famously traveled to Syria to retrieve his son, Jejwen Bontink, was also pleased judges showed him leniency for providing evidence against his former leader.
The trial took a very long time also, so I'm happy there is a verdict and I can find myself in this verdict. I'm a happy guy and my son too. We don't complain.
Of more than 350 Belgians reported to be fighting in Syria, around 10% are believed to have had links to Fouad Belkacem's group. Sharia for Belgium came to public attention back in 2010 for opposing democracy in Belgium. Belkacem, who promotes an ultra-conservative strand of Islam known as Salafism, was later jailed for petty crimes and for hate speech against non-Muslims. Politicians from Belgium's right-wing Vlaams Belang party, which campaigns against the so-called Islamization of the West, say Belkacem's case validates their views.
It's too little and too late. I think the state and the police should have interfered way sooner. We warned for the danger. Nobody listened to us. They said, yeah, you're making a big deal out of it for profit during elections. But it's not true. We really see that the way we live in Europe is in danger. And therefore, I'm quite happy there's finally a verdict.
Dozens of other accused members of Sharia for Belgium remain abroad and face arrest if they return to Belgium. The mother of one young jihadist believed to still be in Syria knows that means she may never see her son again. It's hoped that this trial will serve as a deterrent and a warning to other extremist leaders at large across Europe, recruiting and radicalizing young Europeans to fight alongside terror groups abroad. But there are fears of retaliatory attacks following this verdict, and Belgium's security forces will remain on high alert. Sandra Gatman, CCTV, Antwerp.